Hello students, today we are going to see chapter number 2, that is final account of partnership firm, and this is a standard 12 commerce and subject is account. So here we are going to start with the sum, and today we will see illustration number 1 where we are going to prepare trading account, profit and loss account, profit and loss appropriation account, partners capital account as well as balance sheet. Let's see illustration number 1. Okay, let's start illustration number 1 where Ram and Shyam are the partners of the firm sharing profit and loss in the ratio of 6:4. From the following trial balance dated 31st/3/17 and adjustment, prepare annual account of partnership firm. So here trial balance is given to us, and again we can see the adjustment. So here when we are starting the sum, we have to see in the adjustment, and adjustment here second adjustment is for the interest on capital as well as interest on drawing. So here we have to prepare profit and loss appropriation account. So the account that we supposed to prepare are trading account, profit and loss account, profit and loss appropriation account, partners capital account as well as balance sheet. So that we already here prepared. Here when we are preparing account, we have to write trading account of partnership firm of Ram and Shyam for the year ending 31st/3/17. Here again for the profit and loss account, the same heading supposed to be written. In the board exam, it is necessary. Here for the profit and loss appropriation account also we have to write the profit and loss account for the partnership firm of Ram and Shyam for the year ending 31st/3/17. Partners capital as well as for the balance sheet as on 31st/3/17. So here it is compulsory to write the heading. Again debit and credit is also compulsory. So this is how we have to prepare all the account. Now let's start the sum. We can start the sum from both sides, debit balances as well as credit balances. So let's start from the debit balances. In the debit balances, very first thing is given to us is a drawing. So drawing we supposed to debit it to partners capital account. So here we are going to write to drawing. So drawing account is for the Ram it is 18,000 and for Shyam it is 16,000. So this is the drawing. Again we can see that there is an adjustment number 2, and adjustment number 2 is for the 5% interest on partners capital is chargeable, and on drawing 10% interest is recoverable. So here we have to calculate interest on drawing at the rate of 10%. So here it is on 18,000 it is 1800, on 16,000 it is 1600. So here interest on drawing account, that is 1800 as well as 1600. So here it is debited to partners capital account. It is income of the partnership firm. So it's supposed to be credited to profit and loss appropriation account. But interest on drawing account. So it is for Ram and Shyam, and total amount is 1800 plus 1600. So that will be 3400. So here very first thing, that is a drawing is finished. Now let's talk about the other account, that is a debtors account. So debtors account here, adjustment number 4 is telling us that provide 5% bad debt on debtors. So debtors supposed to be written in the balance sheet, and then we are going to provide the bad debt reserve. So here we will write debtors, that is 45,000, and then we are going to calculate bad debt reserve on debtors, and it is at 5%. So 5% of 45,000 will be 2,250. So that will be 2,250, and the amount will be written on the outer column. So that amount will be 42,750, and the other effect of bad debt reserve will be in the profit and loss account. So here in the profit and loss account, we are going to prepare a structure of the bad debt. So here, as we know, bad debt, that is of trial balance, then bad debt of adjustment, then bad debt reserve of adjustment, and from that we are going to deduct bad debt reserve of trial balance. So here this is a bad debt of bad debt reserve of adjustment, and that we are going to write over here 2250. So this is the bad debt reserve of adjustment. So here adjustment number 4 is finished. Now let's see the other account, that is a stock. So stock is for the 1/4/16 and it is a opening stock. Opening stock supposed to be written on the trading account debit side to opening stock, and that is opening stock is 25,000. So that we are going to write. Then there is the sales return. Sales return supposed to be written on the credit side. It is supposed to be deducted from the sales. So here we are going to write, very first thing that we are going to write, it will be by sales, and from sales we are going to deduct sales return. So here sales return is given to us, and that is 1,000. So that we already written. Now the other account is a cash balance. Cash balance supposed to be written in the balance sheet. So let's write cash balance. So cash balance is 10,000. And after cash balance, another account is a purchase account. Purchase account supposed to be written on the debit side of a trading account to purchase. So here, as we know that here purchase return is given to us, so that thing purchase supposed to be written outside column, and it is purchase minus purchase return. Purchase return, when it will come, we are going to write over here. Okay. So for after purchase, the other account is a discount allowed, and discount allowed is related to the sales. So that we are going to write in a selling and distribution expense. So that is in the trading account we are going to write discount allowed. And it is a discount allowed is a 500. So that we are going to write after discount allowed. Other thing is a bad debts, and bad debts supposed to be, it is for the trial balance, and bad debt of trial balance supposed to be written over here 400. And then the other thing is a machine. Here machine is given to us, and then next is a depreciation on machine. So we have to make the total of that, and then we have to find out the depreciation on that. So we have to make the total of 18,250 and 1,750. That is the amount of the machine. So machine account we are going to write down with the total amount, that is the 20,000. And on 20,000 again we are going to calculate the depreciation at the rate of 10%, and that is 2,000. And the net amount we are going to write outer side column. So here it is 18,000 machine, and 2,000 depreciation supposed to be debited to profit and loss account. So here we are going to write down depreciation. And that depreciation is for the machine, and depreciation for the machine is a 2,000. After machine there is another asset called furniture, and that asset again we are going to write in the balance sheet, that is furniture. Furniture is of how much? 8,000. And depreciation on the furniture, here in the adjustment number 3 it is stated that 5% depreciation on the furniture. So 5% of 8,000, that will be 400. So that 400 we are going to deduct from the furniture, and the amount will be 7,600. And this 4,000 supposed to be debited to the profit and loss account here. Furniture 400. So this is the total of the depreciation. Now, after furniture, another expense is the sundry expense. Sundry expense is for 1,500. And in the adjustment number 5, it is told us that the outstanding sundry expense is of 150. So that we are going to write in the profit and loss account, sundry expense. Sundry expense amount is for the 1,500, and outstanding we are going to add in that. So that will be 1,050. So total of that will be 1,650. And outstanding is our liability that's supposed to be written on the balance sheet. Outstanding expenses, and that will be very first is a sundry expense, and that is 150. Sundry expense is a 150. And after that another expense is a, after sundry expenses there is another asset called leasehold building, and this is the leasehold building for the 4 year, and for that we are going to divide this 7,000 by 4, and the amount that we are going to write off. So leasehold building again we will write in the non-current asset. Here we will write leasehold building. That will be 7,000, and that is going to be divided by 4. So write-off amount will be 1,750, and the other amount that we are going to write outer side column 5250, and this one return of amount supposed to be debited to profit and loss account. So here on the other expenses heading under the write-off leasehold building. And that will be 1,750. So that is, now after that another asset is a goodwill, and goodwill supposed to be written in the balance sheet. So here we are going to write down intangible asset, goodwill, intangible assets in that goodwill, and the amount of goodwill is a, the amount of goodwill is a 40,000. Now after goodwill another account is a trading expense. So here the word trading expense is showing that it's supposed to be in the trading account, but here it should be written in the profit and loss account. So trading account is related to sales and supposed to be written in the profit and loss account. So here we are going to write down trading expense, and trading expense amount is 1,250. After that the other account is a rent and taxes. Rent and taxes, there is a adjustment number 5 that is telling us that outstanding rent and taxes is a 150. So that we are going to write in the profit and loss account, rent and taxes, and that will be rent and taxes is a 5,000 plus outstanding, that is 150. So total of that will be 5,150, and it is outstanding supposed to be written in the balance is rent and taxes, that is 150. After rent and taxes other account is a carriage inward, and carriage inward is related to trading account. So that we are going to write here 2 carriage inward, 2 carriage inward. So that's supposed to be written. The total total amount of carriage inward is 400. So that we are going to write over here. After that, the other expense is the bank interest, and bank interest is a expense related to finance, and that's supposed to be written above the other expenses. Here, bank interest, and bank interest is the amount of a bank interest is a 500. So that is, and after bank interest, the other expense is a insurance premium. That is also supposed to be written over here, insurance premium, and the amount of insurance premium is 800. So that we are going to write over here. Afterwards, another expense is a salary, and salary also supposed to be written in a profit and loss account of 15,000, and outstanding salary is 500. So total of salary will be 15,500. And outstanding salary is supposed to be written in the balance sheet liability side, salary 500. Then after salary, another expense is wages, and that's supposed to be in the trading account, to wages account. And wages is how much? 14,000. After writing 14,000, the other expense is prepaid insurance. So prepaid insurance supposed to be written straight in the balance sheet asset side. Prepaid insurance. It is the 200. So here, my dear students, we are finished with the debit side. Let's see on the credit balances. In the credit side, very first balance is for the capital. Balances of the capital account supposed to be written in the capital account, that we are going to write down by balance brought down. So that balance is for the Ram it is 80,000, and for Shyam it is 70,000. And here we can see the adjustment number 2, that 5% interest on partner capital supposed to be chargeable. So here 5% of 80,000, that's supposed to be, let's write down by interest on capital. That is 5% of 80,000 will be 4,000, and 5% of 70,000 will be 3,500. So this is supposed to be debited to profit and loss appropriation account. 2, interest on capital account. So that is for Ram and for Shyam. For Ram it is 4,000, for Shyam it is 3,500. So total of this will be 7,500. So that is. So we are finished with the adjustment number 2. Now let's talk about the next account. That is the creditors. Creditors supposed to be written straight in the liability. Creditors. So creditors is of 35,000. Then the next thing is purchase return. Purchase return supposed to be right over here. Purchase return is 1,500. So here, after deducting this purchase return, the net amount of purchase will be 58,500. Now let's talk about the other thing that is given to us is a bank overdraft. Bank overdraft is a liability of the business, and that's supposed to be written on the liability side, bank overdraft, and it is 8,000. After bank overdraft, another account is a sales account. Sales account supposed to be written in the trading account, and that is 78,150. From 78,150, if we are going to deduct 1,000, so that will be 77,150. After that, the next thing is after sales, there is a bad debt reserve, and this bad debt reserve is a bad debt reserve of trial balance, and that's supposed to be written over here. So that bad debt reserve is 700. So now let's make the total of this. So here we can see that bad debt of adjustment is not given to us, and making the total of this will be 2,650. from 2650. If we are going to deduct 700, so the net amount will be 1950. So this is our bad debt. Now after bad debt, the another account is the outstanding wages. Outstanding wages is our liability and supposed to be written over here. That we are going to write down outstanding wages. And outstanding wages is a 1000. And now let's make the total of this. So total of that will be 800. So here, after outstanding wages, another liability is a 8% Gita's loan. So here it is a hidden adjustment, and we have to calculate interest on Gita's loan. So here Gita's loan we are going to write down in the liability side. Gita's loan, and loan amount is 15,000, and here we have to calculate interest on Gita's loan for 8%, and again it is for the 6 months, that is 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3 for the 6% at the rate of 8% on 15,000, and the interest on Gita's loan will be 600. So here we are going to write down interest on Gita's loan, that is 600. So that is again our current liability, and this is the adjustment, hidden adjustment. Other effect of that will be in the profit and loss account. Here we are going to write down Gita's loan, interest on Gita's loan, interest on Gita's loan, and that will be 600. So that is, so this was the Gita's loan. Now last liability is a bills payable, that is supposed to be written in the liability side. Bills payable is a 200. So here we are finished with the trial balance. Now let's check the adjustment. Adjustment number 1 is for the closing stock. Closing stock is valuation of closing stock is 45,000, but its market value is 10% more. But when there is a more of closing stock that we are not including, we are not considering it, so our closing stock value will be 45,000. So that 45,000 we are going to write on the credit side of trading account. Closing stock, how much? 45,000. And the same 45,000 we are going to write in the asset closing stock. 45,000. Now, after closing stock, other adjustment is adjustment number 2. It is for interest on capital and interest on drawing, that we already made it. Then 10% depreciation on machine, 5% on furniture, that is also adjusted. Then bad debt reserve on debtors, that is also, and outstanding expense also we have adjusted. So here we are finished with all the adjustment and all the accounts. So now let's try to find out gross profit or loss. So here we can see that the total of the credit side is more than the debit side. So here total of this will be 1,22,150. This we are going to take to the debit side. It will be 1,22,150. From that, if we are going to deduct all this, we are going to get 24,250. So this is our net gross profit, and that's supposed to be transferred to trading account, transferred to profit and loss account. So here this will be transferred to profit and loss account by gross profit, and this is transferred from trading account, and the amount will be 24,250. So here we can see the total of the credit side is 24,250, and the total of the debit side is, we can see that it is a 32,050. It is a, if we are going to make the total of this, so here we can see that the total of this is a 32,050. This total we are going to take to the other side. So that will be 32,050. From there, if we are going to deduct 24,250, that amount will be 7,800. And this is by this is the net loss. Here it is a loss, and it is supposed to be transferred to profit and loss appropriation account. So this we are going to transfer to profit and loss appropriation account, and that's supposed to be transferred on the debit side. So here we are going to write down to profit and loss account, and this is the net loss that we have transferred from the profit and loss account. Now we can see that the total of the debit side is more. So that is 15,300. That's supposed to be written on the credit side. And then here again we are going to get the divisible loss, and that divisible loss will be 11,900. But divisible loss, and that's supposed to be distributed among the partner Ram and Shyam, and in the ratio of that we already shown that in the ratio of 6:4. This loss we are going to distribute in the ratio of 6:4. So here for the Ram it will be 7,140, and for Shyam it is the 4,760. So this is in the ratio of 6:4, and this is supposed to be written on the debit side of partners capital account. So here 2 divisible loss, and it is transferred from profit and loss appropriation account. So that is, now let's write the loss amount, that is 7,140 and 4,760. Now let's find out the balance of the capital account. To find out the balance of the capital account, let's make the total. So here we can see that the credit side total is more, that is 84,000. That's supposed to be taken to the other side, that is 84,000. From 84,000, if we are going to deduct all this amount, we are going to get 57,060. And here again for the Shyam it is 73,500. That's supposed to be taken to the other side, 73,500. And from that, if we are going to deduct all this, we will find 51,140. That's supposed to be taken into the balance sheet to balance brought down. So here that we are going to take to the balance sheet capital account. So capital account of Ram and Shyam. So here capital account of Ram will be 57,060, and capital account of Shyam will be 51,140. Let's make the total of this. That will be 1,08,200. So here that, and after making that, if we are going to make the total of both sides, it must be tally, and it will be 1,68,800. 1,68,800. Here both the sides, 1,68,800. So students, this is how we have to calculate the sum for the final account. You may note down this in your notebook. Thank you for watching this video.